Hi everyone, I'm BOGART, and I have been in this club 32 years, and I'm the former president. And it is my job today to introduce one of our early charter members. And Bob, would you tell them your name and where you live? And
I'm Bob McEWAN. Most of you know my name, and you know I'm from Pennsylvania, originally from New Jersey, but now I'm near Stratford.
Hi everyone, I'm BOGART, and I have been in this club 32 years, and I'm the former president. And it is my job today to introduce one of our early charter members. And Bob, would you tell them your name and where you live? And
I'm Bob McEWAN. Most of you know my name, and you know I'm from Pennsylvania, originally from New Jersey, but now I'm near Stratford, Pennsylvania. I've been a member of the club since '52. Sometimes I'm given credit for being #1 member simply because my name is the first name on the list that Harry Denhart published as people interested in forming an AUBURN core DUESENBERG club. So whether that means the first name he pulled out of the pile or the first response he got, I have no idea. But that's how that started.
and tell them where you read this, so you know to do this.
Oh, well, that was in the, it was either, I believe it was in October Motor Trend, '52. I'd have to see the cover, but I believe it was the October issue. See, I bought my first cord in either May or June of '52, and of course, if you were going to drive the car on a daily basis, which I hope to do, you certainly are looking for some help. So the only thing I had was the brief part, the brief information in the motor book, which most of it is erroneous. But once this club was formed, I thought that's for me, definitely.
And how many offices have you held in this club?
I had all the offices that they had at the time. I've been well, I was one of the what we called founding members or founding directors, and then I was the editor, and then I was the treasurer, and then I was the editor, the treasurer, and the secretary, and then because originally we didn't have any presidents or elected board members, but then later on I became a board member and became past president. So that's it.
And do you know how many ACD cars you have owned?
I would say either I owned outright or some of them I owned in collaboration with Doug Johnson, and I would say at least 50.
That makes you very knowledgeable.
Well, I don't know about that. But
Which is your favorite?
Oh, the Cord, obviously, the favorite.
The coupe.
And a number of AUBURNs, but they never inspired me at all. And I did own one Duesenberg, and I couldn't wait to get rid of it because naturally I bought it to make some money on it, which I did. But I was so nervous, and with all that money at the time invested, I wanted to get rid of that fast. I mean, that cost me $12,500, and boy, that was heavy money at the time.
And what do you enjoy about this club?
Well, as I've told people over the years, it's not a car organization per se, because anyone who hasn't met an especially good, at least one especially good friend, and made good friendships all over the country, has missed the whole club. Because just owning a car and looking at cars, I mean, I've seen all the cars I have to see in my life long ago. And if you've seen one chord, you basically have seen them all. It's basically friendship, and I hope people realize that.
And what was your most memorable driving experience in an ACD car?
Well, I would say probably the trip to California. Either time. The first time I went with Stan, and that was a longer trip, and the second time I went with Doug Johnson. And either one, they were both wonderful trips. We stopped to see some members along the way, and you know, we were purposely going out to meets. We timed it so we'd make these meets, and that was a wonderful experience.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell future generations about people or
Well,
club or cars?
no, mainly just to tell them that it's so important to make friends. I mean, don't just think it's for cars and look at the cars and then, you know, immediately give up your interest. You want to make friends and lasting friends. You can sell the car and forget it, not even buy another car. You still have a friend.
Very good.
So,
Thank you, Bob. Anything else you want to tell us?
Well, no, I guess not. There are lots of things I could say, but I guess unless you pin me down, I don't think there's anything particular anybody would be interested in. But I think most of what I would call, whether anybody would call success or my luck or whatever, to do with the club was based on actually pure luck. Pure luck that I bought the cord, and 3 months later I looked at Motor Trend and I thought, oh, my prayers are answered. Here's a guy going to start an AUBURN DUESENBERG club. Then, of course, it wasn't a couple of years later, then Harry decided to get out of it because people didn't renew, didn't send in the money that he needed in order to keep the thing afloat. And I thought, well, I have to have support because this car is driving me crazy. So I thought, well, the Classic Car Club, which happened to be formed the first year, same year we were, in '52, I thought, well, I'll go to them. So I wrote to the Classic Car Club because everything was written then. I mean, there wasn't any internet. And you sure as hell didn't pick up a telephone, because that cost money, so you used a 3-cent stamp. But I wrote to the Classic Car Club, and they wrote back and sent me an application and said what they hoped to do was run shows and meets at exclusive resorts and country clubs to eliminate the riffraff. And I thought, Christ, I mean, I am the riffraff. I can't afford to go to these things. We got to reform this club. So a few of us got together by mail, and as I say, I took the one job as editor, and at the time, Bob Fabris took the job as secretary-treasurer, but he's the one who got drafted, so he gave it to me. And then the secretary was Jim Fox. He got called into the Army, so he gave that to me. So pretty soon I was there for a while. But it's been a wonderful experience, really. Outstanding.
Thank you. We couldn't do without you, fella.
Good, thanks.
Thank you very much.